Hello, good evening. It's evening here. I'm bound to sleep, but it's just, you know, my free time to make a video. So, yeah, this is a continuation of the previous video that I missed the third term or word. And I don't know what happened. There's a mysterious thing that went on. Maybe there's some spirits. I'm scaring you. No. Yeah, something went wrong and I don't know. But so anyways, this will be two parts. The first one is that continuation of the term, just very short how do you say short talk on that. And then the second one is to answer a request or a question and a request from one of my cyber subscribers who is always watching my videos and liking and complimenting my videos too, aside from my other internet friends. Shout out to Babin Rimran, Rada. There's a lot more, but I forgot the internet name or YouTube name, so I will shout them out next time, okay? Don't get mad at me. So now, he asked me about because I talked in the previous video about this community court and how issues in the community are solved and what authority does the barangay officials or the officials in the community, and there's some sort of police officers in the community. So I will answer that. So this goes to shout out to thank you for this question. To the name was Patriarch Turner 7008. I hope I got it right. I forgot. I don't have my notes now. But correct me if I'm wrong, and I my apologies if I don't say your name properly. And yeah, the question was he was asking about this community. What authority does the community and the barangay officials or the police, community police, has in regards to the community issues. So basically, it's more of issues or problems within the community. It's obviously, but I mean, lighter ones, if the community can still handle them, they have the authority to do so. So for example, I will give you specific examples later, one by one. So for example, domestic issues, like one partner or the husband or the wife will go to the barangay hall, community hall, and talk to the officials there, the captain, the community captain, or we call it barangay captain, and file a complaint blotter, file a blotter about this and that, and give the details. And then the officials will give notice or subpoena the person concerned. So it can be between husband and wife, or within the family, sisters, brothers, or mother, father, or neighbors, anybody. So those little issues, small issues that the community can handle. For example, like the fighting of the couples they don't really interfere, during the time. But when, for example, when a neighbor hears them fighting, and it was like they can not assume, like, of course they observe, and they feel that it was really like a bit getting worse, and like there's really physical violence involved, then they can report to the barangay, or they can call even in the night, or what they can call because this civic officers, we call them barangay tanod, so it's like the police officers of the community. And there is a 24-hour people of these officers who is yeah, who is roving around, who is on duty in the hall, community hall, and you can just go there and and can ask for help, assistance, like immediate help. So, for example, if that person or the guy is beating the woman, the wife, for example, they can this police community. Okay, I'll just call it in my term, in our language. Okay, the tanods will go to the house or will look for him, will chase him and um, apprehend him, and bring him to the community hall and talk things out. And in any case that it's not really solved, or if he's really amok, or I mean, really wild, that they cannot, of course they will call the police department, and the police will come. So it's also the same case, like if there is really like real fighting, like street fight, or those worst scenarios, so police, they will call the police, the proper police department, I mean. They can hold the person, they have the authority to do so, but they cannot really, like, purely legally and all these technical things to investigate, and the way the real police can do. But they have this authority to catch and to hold the person. And it's like a hierarchy of the bureaucracy of powers. It's an authority. It's natural there. I mean, it's they understand how it goes, their limitations in power and authority. So if anything that it's beyond their control, they call the police department. And if anything that they abuse, that it's beyond their authority, the police can also apprehend them, and you can also file a complaint against them, and it's not allowed to do so. So they just have limited authority. Okay. In the community hall, we have a desk also for women's and children. So that's number one, that is very how you say, strong in the community. We call it VAUC, violation against women and children, and it's a Republic Act. I forgot the number. I messed up with numbers. All right, I'm poor in math. That's why. Numbers? No, I mean, just kidding. Anyways, but yes, I am not really very good in math. My gosh. Anyways, yes, going back. They have limited authority, and if they abuse their powers and that authority, they can be jailed also. They have something that to look forward to, like accountabilities and liabilities and stuff like that. So our case, yeah, like that. And we also have citizens arrest, of course, when anyone who is in danger. Let's say there's robbery, or there's how do you say, theft in that instant, and then they saw some of the citizens there, or the community people saw the guy or the suspect is running, and they will chase him, and if he fights back, then the whole people will have a wrestling on him. But of course, not too much, of course, because otherwise it will be physical injuries, and they could counterattack in legally. Okay, so yeah. What else? What is the other question that you have for me? I forgot. My gosh. Yeah, these are common issues in the community. That's just the basic, the normal, usual Yes, the normal and typical issues that is happening in Philippine setting, probably it's different, Street fights here are wow. I'm not here. I'm in the Philippines because I'm not there now. But how do you say it's also crazy sometimes. But people are they get used to it and they know how to do things, how to solve it because it's the how you say, it's the normal setting there. I mean, no, but the Philippines is a peaceful, loving people, and they always have this kind heart and humane heart. So they always think of other people and they will always get out of their way to help other people for sure, strangers or not. They will do it honestly. You can see it that in other YouTube channels of foreigners or tourists who visit the places there in the Philippines. And of course, as I have said always, there is no perfect place and no perfect people. Time everywhere. So when you're a foreigner or a tourist, of course, you just have to be with the locals, learn the culture, respect other people, be kind also, and it's important to know the culture and some traits, also traditions, custom. Because yes, as I've said, the Philippines is a very diverse country with diverse culture and almost 200, 170, 180 dialects. So there's a funny thing about that. In my region, in the center, Visayas, you call it Cebu. It's next to Manila, and it's one of the biggest cities also in the Philippines. But it's in the Visayas, so we are Visayans generally. But they have the different language. But I understand also and talk a bit about this dialect language. There's in my city, in my language, when you say, for example, there's one word, for example, this word understand, but I will just not say it in, okay. You say this understand, sabot. In us, for us, I mean, in my dialect, sabot means the hair down between the two legs. That's what. But you go to Cebu, other Visayan places, or even the south of the Philippines, it's, yeah, in Cebu, I mean, more some south, the south also. It means understand. So, so you have to be careful of some words also, even us. So when you go to the south of the Philippines and some areas in the Visayas too, you say bulbul, which is the this hair body hairs in the arms like this, in your legs. Yeah. For us, it's feathers of chicken, of birds, and even in body hair something, but not the hair on between two legs. But in Cebu or something, it's the hair between two legs. You see, it's kind of crazy. So it's funny and crazy, but yeah, that's how diverse our language and our culture and traditions, customs are. But generally, we Filipinos are sweet and all this. You have heard them talking about us like this: hospitality and kindness and helpful and happy and all that. But again, of course, different places, there's still, not very good people all over the world. In every place, there will always be not so good people. And aside from that, you also have to remember individual differences. So it's your conviction and your analysis and assessment, evaluation, personal evaluation and assessment too. Or because I have only have a lampshade. That's why. Because I'm going to sleep. And I don't know, I'm very informal, okay? Right now, but forgive me for this one because actually I'm sick. So yeah. Um Maybe I just scrub my face. All right, so that's what I mean about that. I hope you answer. I hope I answer your question, dear. If there is something else, you can comment down below. If I am not clear answering your question, please don't hesitate to tell me. And yeah, if I miss something, all right, or if there are things that is not right, you think it's not right, you can also suggest and tell me also. All right, anybody of you are free to comment. All right, good criticisms is okay, don't worry, I can take that. I can take that with a smile. All right, thank you very much. I'm going to sleep now because I've been sick for a week almost, actually, to be honest. So take care, everyone. And as I always say, stay happy, pursue what is right for you. Important is you're happy and you have peace of mind and always positive. Good night.